Attention passionate Philadelphia, EAGLES FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Philadelphia Eagles' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Philadelphia, EAGLES FANS. Let's get to the news. As the countdown to the start of the NFL season ticks down, the Philadelphia Eagles are making some bold moves that could have ripple effects throughout the NFC East and beyond. And let me tell you, the latest news coming out of Philly is nothing short of intriguing. It's just 11 days until they kick off against the Dallas Cowboys on Thursday Night Football at Lincoln Financial Field, a game that's already shaping up to be a must-watch. But before we dive into the details of this new quarterback addition, let's set the stage for what's been a roller coaster offseason for the Eagles. Injuries, roster adjustments, and strategic moves, all of this paints a picture of a team that's determined to stay competitive and ready to contend for another Super Bowl appearance. The offseason was not kind to the Eagles in terms of injuries, especially at the quarterback position, which is always the most scrutinized spot on any NFL team. Injuries are part of the game, but when they hit this close to the start of the season, they can really shake things up. This year, the Eagles faced a significant setback when Tanner McKee, one of their promising young quarterbacks, suffered an injury to a finger on his throwing hand. Now, that might seem like a minor thing, but in football, especially at the quarterback spot, even the smallest injury can have a big impact. McKee was expected to be part of the team's plans, especially given how he flashed some potential late last season and during this year's preseason. He had been elevated to QB2 after the Eagles traded Kenny Pickett to the Cleveland Browns, which was a strategic move designed to give Philadelphia more depth behind Jalen Hurts. But now, with McKee sidelined, the Eagles found themselves in need of some veteran experience to stabilize the room. That's where the recent trade comes into play, a move that surprised some fans but makes total sense when you look at the bigger picture. The Eagles, just 2 days before the roster cutdown deadline, decided to bring in a new quarterback, Howell, from the Minnesota Vikings, in exchange for a 6th-round pick in 2026 and a 7th-round pick in 2027. This move was not just about trading for a player. It was about adding depth and experience to a quarterback room that was suddenly looking a little thin. Howell, who has appeared in 12 NFL games across 3 seasons, isn't a star, but he's a reliable veteran who can step in when needed. He's thrown for 645 yards with a completion rate of 62.6%, adding 22 touchdowns and 23 interceptions over his career, solid numbers for a backup, and a guy who's been around enough to handle the pressure that comes with being a second-string quarterback. Philadelphia's decision to acquire Howell also came with some strategic considerations. After trading Kenny Pickett, the Eagles were left with Jalen Hurts as their unquestioned starter. But having a seasoned backup is crucial, especially with McKee's injury status uncertain and rookie Kyle McCord and former Browns QB Dorian Thompson-Robinson also in the mix. This group of quarterbacks with different levels of experience provides the Eagles with options and flexibility as they prepare for their season opener. And speaking of moves, it's interesting to note that this trade also has some irony to it. The Vikings, who received the draft picks from Philadelphia, have now signed Carson Wentz, the former Eagles' number 2 overall pick. Wentz, who's had his ups and downs, is now back in Minnesota, adding another layer to what's already been a fascinating offseason for NFL quarterback movements. Now, let's take a moment to analyze what this means for the Eagles. The team's front office and coaching staff, led by head coach Nick Sirianni, are clearly emphasizing depth and resilience. They are aware that injuries can derail even the most talented teams, and having a veteran backup like Howell provides a safety net. It also speaks to the confidence they have in Jalen Hurts, who has been a phenomenal leader and player for the franchise. Hurts, who has become one of the league's most dynamic dual-threat quarterbacks, will be supported by this new addition, giving him a reliable guy to lean on if anything happens, or if they want to give him some rest during the season. Philly's roster has also been shaped by their offseason moves, including the trade for Howell, but also the development of their younger players like Kyle McCord and Dorian Thompson-Robinson. The organization is clearly betting on the depth of their quarterback room and the coaching staff's ability to develop talent from within. But this trade for Howell isn't just about filling a roster spot. It's about ensuring that the Eagles remain contenders. They've been one of the most exciting teams in recent years, thanks to their innovative offense, led by Hurts, and their aggressive defense. Their season last year was a testament to their resilience, finishing with a record that put them right in the playoff hunt once again. Now, with this added depth and experience, they hope to take that next step and return to the Super Bowl stage. Looking ahead, the expectations are sky-high for the Eagles. Their management has made it clear that they want to maximize every chance they have at bringing home another Lombardi trophy. The NFC East is as competitive as ever, with the Cowboys, Giants, and Commanders all looking to make their mark. But Philadelphia's roster, especially with the addition of Howell, gives them a little extra insurance. It's a move that speaks to their overall strategy of building a resilient, adaptable team capable of overcoming obstacles throughout the season. And let's not forget, the NFC is loaded with talented quarterbacks, but Philadelphia's team, with Jalen Hurts leading the way, remains one of the most balanced and dangerous in the league. In terms of the season ahead, everything points to the Eagles being among the top contenders in the NFC once again. Their offensive line is solid, their defense is aggressive, and their coaching staff continues to innovate. The addition of Howell might seem like a small move on the surface, but it underscores the Eagles' commitment to winning, no matter what obstacles come their way. This move could prove to be pivotal if injuries hit, or if the team needs to make adjustments during the grind of the regular season. And for fans like you and me, it's exciting to see a team that's so well prepared and strategic in their approach. So, as we gear up for the season opener against the Cowboys, remember that the Philadelphia Eagles are not resting on their laurels. They're out there making smart, strategic moves to keep themselves in the hunt. They've shown resilience and adaptability in the face of injuries, and this latest trade is just another example of their commitment to excellence. The NFC East is about to get even more interesting, and the Eagles are right in the middle of it, ready to prove once again why they're one of the most formidable teams in the league. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Philadelphia Eagles news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this move? Do you think adding Howell will give Jalen Hurts the support he needs to push even further this season? Are you excited about how this roster is shaping up, especially with the quarterback room now looking more versatile? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Eagles. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Philadelphia Eagles news. This team is always evolving, always fighting, and always aiming for greatness. Thanks for being with us, and let's keep the passion alive as we head into another exciting NFL season.